Okay, my name is Kallie. Some know me as Kallie Dapper, Kallie Weed from back in the days, you know. And I'm from Jamaica originally. Right now, I'm based in Long Island, New York. Music was always a passion of mine. You know, as a young kid growing up, I used to always listen to music, and I always felt like I wanted to create music. When I was younger, say around 16, that's when I really started messing with the mic. Actually, back then we had a little boom box, and I was adding little beats on a cassette tape, and you know, I would just sing over it. And I said, you know what, let me get into recording. I started recording at a studio, a small studio in Amityville, and you know, I liked what it was sounding like, and I liked where it was going. So I said, you know what, I think this is a passion of mine. So it never stopped since that day. I started taking music seriously, say at around the age of 16. I recorded a little demo tape. Back then, you know, everybody was going to the labels getting a deal, because I felt I like my sound. I like, you know, what I was doing, and my passion for it was intense. And I went to sleep with music. I woke up with music, you know, and I just kept going. And, you know, it evolved from there. I decided to make it a career when I was around 20. Actually, a friend of mine, Milo, some of you guys might know him from Leaders of the New School. We got together and we clicked. You know, he was a DJ, producer, and you know, we started vibing. And from there, it blossomed. You know, we ended up. Milo actually ended up with the deal, and you know, before I know it, I was in the big studios in Manhattan. I actually got offered a deal with Warner Brothers. Leo Cohen's, he's a big wig in the music industry. He came to us, and you know, they really liked what we were doing. They liked the chemistry with me and Milo, and they offered us a deal. Well, that didn't pan out because at that time, Milo was signed with Leaders of the New School, and to tell the story, they either wanted Milo with me and him to be a group. Well, I can't say a group, it's just two of us, but they like our chemistry. They wanted us to do an album. Buster actually said, told Milo, you know, let's stick with Leaders of the New School. So Milo opted to stay with Leaders of the New School at the time, but I continued doing what I'm doing.
Milo in the Dance from Leaders of the New School, Amityville, New York. Recognize the culture. It was a passion for me for a very long time. It became real when we got the deal. We was offered a deal in '89, which we signed December of '89. Brown, Dinko, Buster, myself, Milo. As a youth, I go into the office. I signed my name on a dotted line, and I made more money than my parents did working all year in 5 seconds worth of work. So to me, it was the illest feeling. Words can't describe how I felt, but it also went to my head to the point where the same people who raised me couldn't tell me nothing because I felt as though I was making more money than they was. I created two production companies, one called Lil Shell Rug Beats and the other one called Ashanti Salim Sounds, and they were named after my children at that time. Some of the obstacles I faced during the days in the industry with the working in a group format was outside influences. Outside influences could be the devil in the physical form. I say that because we come from a place of love when you formulate together as a unit. Outside influences could get in your ear and tell you you're the greatest to the point where you lose sight of the love for your brothers to the point where you can't work together in the name of creative differences. People today, everybody's a rapper. Everybody got a studio in their living room or their bedroom, and it's immediate gratification. So you don't have to work as hard as I did to get a deal. You could be your own deal. So why not be independent? If you have the talent and the go-getter, you the go-getter, then go get it.